Trying not to get attacked. And we go hard on Brooklyn, that's a promise. Watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Nigga, watch me like a Cam, cause it's my time. Switch, they can't guard me, especially side the Barclays. Spin between crosses, I can score with both hands. Midi flawless, and I get to paint like an artist. I'm a boss smith, so you should respect my handle. I see the big picture with the Nets like a mantle. In the future, I see us as champs too. And when we do, I'ma do a Brooklyn dance move. To stir that whole Millie rock like a fan do. That's a bet like my parlay on FanDuel.
BROOKLYN, BROOKLYN,
Yo, it's Big Fan Breezy with the Brooklyn Nets vlog. We lost to the Jazz. Good night. That's how I feel right now, man. I feel like ending the show right now. I know all you fans want to be happy about the loss. Want to talk about how we switched to the different tank position and all that. Nah, I don't want to hear that shit, man. Not tonight, man. On our home floor at the Barclays? Disrespectful. I don't like how this feel, man. This shit nasty, man. This shit, I don't like this shit, man. Y'all want to be cool. You want to, oh yeah, we could get Dylan Harper, man. Fuck that shit right now, man. I told y'all, man, we really got to go through 82 games of this. And y'all acting like it's supposed to be all hunky-dory, man. Like I'm supposed to just pull up and want to celebrate. Nah, man. Yo, Dame, what's good, Dame? Happy holidays, bruh. Facts. I'm joking, but I'm not joking. I'm going to throw the link in the chat for the guys for sure. But I ain't going to be here all night. Shout to Ray LM. Shout to Dame. Shout to Beeman Boy. Hopefully everybody hitting the subscribe button, the like button. You know what I'm saying? I hope y'all like my page, because there ain't going to be nothing here tonight to like, nah, man. We can't score the ball. Like, Utah wasn't really doing that much, but we can't score at all. Like, this shit nasty. Word. Shit was just bad out there, yeah. Salute, Leaf. Leaf do a play-by-play of this, man. That shit tough, man. It's tough on Nets fans right now, man. It's hard to enjoy, man. If this was the last game of the season we lost, yeah. Shimmy, Barry want to pull up for the loss. Nah, Barry, pull up for the win, man. Pull up for the win, Barry. Why you want to pull up for the loss? Talking about what's good. Ain't any goddamn thing good, man. You want to talk about the draft and Dylan Harper and how Rutgers is playing, and I want to talk about that shit right now, man. Nah, man. 'Tis the season to be jolly. Nah, man. Ain't nothing jolly, man. Ain't nothing funny, man. Cam Thomas was at the game. Shout out to Cam Thomas. I see Cam Thomas, DFS, Trendon Walford. Man, not in the Brooklyn Nets jersey though. This shit is a tough watch, man. This shit is hurtful to see, man. You got fans like Ray LM that watch college basketball trying to see the bright side of shit, man. Yo, you want to come over here with your positivity, talking about the bright side? You want to talk about the bright side, Ray Allen? You want to talk about this is good in the chat? Terrell Davis said, hopefully CT come back soon to help the offense for real. This offense cannot buy a bucket, bro. I like Tyrese Martin, man. I think he could score. I think Tyrese Martin could score. Oh yeah, Barry. Shout to Barry. Shout to Barry giving props to Ben Simmons. He did play good. He had 15 and 10. Ben playing the best basketball on a losing effort, but it was still good to see. Where he was going to the basket. Yeah, I got a tough basket going to the rim. And he was knocking down his free throws too. Yo, Brooklyn be making players better, yo. Word. Ray LM said Cam back Friday. Nice. Nice. Let me throw the link in the chat, man. See what's good with y'all. It's good with y'all, man. But yeah, man, this shit is tough to watch, man. Word. I ain't had no fun. I don't want to talk about no moral victories. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, there's moral victories. I guess to the player development we see it. I'm telling you, they be letting Clowney let it fly. They be telling Clowney to shoot that ball. They be like, go ahead, Clowney, shoot it. Clowney be letting it go. They asked Clowney about how he got minutes in the transition. He was like, somebody got hurt, and they asked me if I was ready to play, and I was like, yeah. Clowney funny. Thomas said, wouldn't expect too much in his first few games. CT would need some games to get his rhythm back. Same happened last year. That's a fact. You right, Samba. Can't expect Cam Thomas to come back first game, drop 30. You know what I'm saying? Gotta get in the groove.
What's happening, Breeze?
Chilling, man. I know you want to come in and talk about all the draft picks. I should be happy we back in draft position, but seeing our ass get whipped by the Jazz, it wasn't nothing nice, man.
Breezy, I actually have a completely different take. I think we have all been so wrong about this, man. I can't believe I'm saying this. We should all go to All-Star voting and give Ben Simmons a vote. We got to get Ben back to the All-Star game, man. He is back. Ben Simmons is back, y'all. Did you guys see that mid-range fadeaway shot? I mean, I thought my screen froze. I've never seen Ben Simmons make a fadeaway jump shot from less than 10 feet in my life. Like, it's time to get Ben back to the All-Star game, man, and do something crazy. Now, okay, I got off my euphoria there for a second. I try to be excited about that. I really can't be excited about it because Ben Simmons isn't, he's a con job. Like, you rarely will ever get a Ben Simmons jump shot. But yeah, he's on a nice little stretch for himself. But other than that, yeah, it was a tough game. Not a lot of competitive basketball after that second half. The first half was interesting. Listen, gotta be honest with you, Breezy. The rotation tonight. The rotation tonight was 4 non-scorers and Cam Johnson. If we would have won this game with 4 non-scorers, Coach Jordi would be Coach of the Year, man. I mean, the combinations he's put together to get wins this season have been ridiculous. And I got to give him props to that first half because it was competitive. Yeah. But ultimately, when Johnson ain't hitting 3-point shots, the team gets exposed. And unfortunately, this is the adversity we have to go through. And now the Kings might want to give us a trade offer for Johnson pretty soon because they lost again tonight. So Johnson had a bad night, but he still got 18 points, and we're going to get these vets off the team and move forward. I know these are not games that people want to see, especially when you want to defend home court, but unfortunately you have to go through this to get a top draft pick, and this is just
Nah, man.
the way the
We
cards are
could get
drawn for us.
we could get all our losses on the road, and then we could lose like 5 times at the Barclays, and that's it. Like I'm not
Nice.
trying to lose at the Barclays at all, bro. Like first off, Brooklyn is beautiful, and being in the Barclays, the energy is electric. I want to see us win every time we at home, bro. Every time. But hold on, LM on the panel with us. What up, LM?
LM.
Yo, feels good, y'all. It's just, I don't know. Like, it's not much for me to say at this point. I mean, Sean Marks is doing what he's supposed to be doing until you get these guys off the roster. But I mean, it is what it is. It is what we said was going to happen in the beginning of the season. Like, prepare to
Right.
get losses. Like, I mean, it is what it is. You don't see the teams that's doing good now like complaining when they had to go through the exact same process. Like OKC had to go through this, Orlando had to go through this, Denver had to go through this.
Spurs.
I mean, even the Spurs, even the bum ass Knicks had to go through this when they fans just showing up to MSG every losing season. Like they was ass and
Mhm.
we was
Don't
good at
nobody
some
care about
point.
the tangerines, bro.
So yeah, but the point I'm saying is every
Nobody
team
cares about it. I don't like
has had to go through this. Like
fuck 'em.
Milwaukee had to go through this. Like every team has had to go through losing seasons before they got good. Like I just don't understand why when it comes to us, niggas is up in arms. Like we had our time, now we got to do it the correct way. Like it is what it is at this point. We have no. I'm not saying we don't have the we shouldn't be complaining. Of course, you don't want to see losses. It's part of the competitive spirit, but it's a necessary evil to get to where we want to be. Like it is going to be tough. You know, you don't want to see your team lose. Like nobody wants to see that. But as long as the fan base knows what the goal is, and we are all united on that, I feel like it's the thing that us Nets fans is going to have to get through together, and hopefully you know what I'm saying? Next season or the season after that, when we are winning games, we can look back on this shit like, yo, remember when we was losing to Utah? That shit was ass. But yo, we got all these players here. We doing mad good now. That shit was hard to get through, but we finally here. Like it
Yeah, I
is what
think
it is.
LM.
That's what we have to go through.
Yeah, I think LM is a mayor, man. He about to run for mayor, man. Nah, man, yo, LM just brought my net fan spirit back up, man. Yo, vote for LM, man.
No, but
I'm
Yeah,
just saying, the same people complaining is gonna be the same people. If by the grace of God, if Ace and Dylan or Cooper land on this team, gonna be like, "Yo, we finally here. Niggas is finally winning. Yo, Cam Thomas is doing his shit with a winning record. Let's go, finally!" Like, come on, y'all. Like, we gotta keep the energy up, man. This shit is ass. I don't like it either, but it's a
right.
necessary evil. We one day us Nets fans gonna be celebrating. We gonna be hyped. We gonna be finally above 500 with good talent. It's the shit takes time. It's a process. Isn't the thing that Giannis said? Jordan didn't win in 9 years until his years was the older years where he was playing a failure. If you really take that Giannis speech into account, this shit is not failure. It's steps to success. It takes
mm,
steps to get there. This shit is not a failure. All it is just us doing the necessary steps to get to where it's at. That's
got
all it
you.
is.
Right.
That's
Nah,
all it is, bro.
And you know
facts.
what? You know what, Breezy? LM said a few streams ago, Cam Thomas needs help. Cam Thomas can't do it by himself. He needs some good prospects alongside him to
Right.
build the nucleus of the core. It just can't be Cam dropping 40 every night because Jordy now has him in a system. How can you build pieces around the system Thomas is in and go forward? We can do that in 2 years if we hit well in the draft. But if we try to win games just to win games when there's no real point of doing it, you're kind of screwing your chance at that trajectory for even worse trajectory, which would be getting another aging veteran star, which hasn't helped us one bit yet so far. So we have to try to do the process a little right this year, at least. At least this year, we got to try to make some history here. And that's
The
where
only
Fernandez
people
got
that
off to
I
the
really
wall.
get complain, only people I really get complaining is Mr. Whammy and Claude, because these niggas been seeing this team be ass for years. So yes, I get them complaining. They want to win before they, you know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Jesus call them back up to heaven or something. Like they want to win, so I get it. I get
Yeah.
where they're coming from.
I'm
But
not.
That
us,
was
I'm
All the
not.
like, come
heads
wild.
act
on,
like
man.
Yeah.
that,
Not
man.
even. Yeah,
All
that's
the
not.
old
Listen.
heads act like that, man.
Yeah, no.
Yo, is
Yeah.
Listen.
that Jack
Hello. You
City in the
wild
chat?
for
Did
that.
Jack
Yeah.
City just come on?
Hello. Yeah, that's Jack City.
As
Hello.
far as
Yo, where
He
were you
not
when
next
Trayon
though.
rolled that dice, Jack City? You
Nah,
were hot
nah.
for
Hold
weeks,
Yo,
bro.
where
on.
was the
Yo,
You were hot
mismatch?
for
Where
John,
was the
weeks, man.
John, you can
Yo, what's
never
so
let
crazy is
John,
Detroit is doing better than
Jack,
y'all. So I
Jack
don't know what
City,
you're talking
Jack
about,
City,
buddy.
You're
Jack
not
City,
cooked.
Jack,
You
Yo,
got
what's
all the
John.
good,
visible
man?
dice on your court, man, on your court. Which we're
All
talking
right,
about
but
complaining about
where was your
the art
team?
shirt?
Detroit was doing better than your team. Where was
JC,
your
bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I had to remove everything
Can I
Brooklyn
go
Nets,
now?
John, and Jack City from the stage. I just want to say that is a violation on my page when a Net fan skips another Net fan to let a Knicks fan talk. I will not have it though.
Who
I
did
will not.
that?
I,
Can I go now?
I yes,
Hey,
it
hey,
is.
Breezy,
It is.
can I talk about the game tonight, man? I don't want to talk about the Knicks, man. Screw the
No,
Knicks.
no, no, no. I had John. You my guy, bro. But I can't have you skipping Leaf and Joey BK to talk
Oh,
to a
my
Knicks
bad.
fan.
Leaf ain't go yet. I'm
Yeah,
sorry, Leaf.
yeah. It's Leaf than you. It's Leaf
All
than
right,
you.
bet.
I'll let y'all back up, but y'all gotta wait y'all turn. Y'all gotta go back to you last, John. Go ahead, Leaf.
Well, I mean, I listen. I get what LM is saying, but as far as tonight go, fuck everything he just said, bro. Like we supposed to win that game.
Word.
Utah is the third worst team in the league, and they came out like they wanted to win. At least I guess the league must have tapped. What was it? Danny Ainge on the show to say, "Yo, hey, you kind of losing too many games, man. So we can't let you look like you tanking on purpose because we got rules against that. Whatever the shit was. A lot of turnovers tonight. A lot of sloppy basketball. I'm about to hold up. Yo, you can skip me. I'm about to run downstairs to get my food.
All right. That's his boo, man. Stop playing, man. Your
That's
girl
the Uber
said, "Come
Eats,
off of
man.
that
Uber Eats.
podcast right now," or. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Go ahead, Lee. Go ahead, Joey BK. Talk to us.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Yeah, man, I saw the game, man. Man, it was a bad game, bro. Like back and forth and all that. Until like the middle of the third quarter, then they just like took off on us. But the Nets couldn't. They didn't shoot good, man.
That wasn't my boo, nigga. That was my fool. God damn it.
Hold on. They was laying.
Your ass talking shit, nigga.
The Nets was they was laying bricks out there, man. They was laying bricks out there for real.
Yo, Keon Johnson,
Hold
yo,
on, I'm
he
gonna get to him,
cannot.
bro. Hold on, I'm
All
gonna
right,
get
go
to him.
ahead. Go ahead, go ahead.
I think I like Keon, but I think Shake Milton should start over Keon, man.
That
Keon
nigga
can't
shit
shoot worth
Mm,
a
up.
damn, bro.
God
Goodness. I
damn.
mean,
yeah,
I like Keon's motor and all of that, but he can't shoot, man. And he be turning
nah,
the ball over.
yeah,
I think this is the most aggressive I've ever seen Ben Simmons since being in Brooklyn.
that's
I
a
mean,
fact.
not saying that I'm sold, but like, yeah, this was the most aggressive I've seen him, man. Like he was actually shooting the ball with confidence. I couldn't believe what my two fucking eyeballs was looking at. But
The
yeah,
problem
besides
Mm,
that,
was he was
man,
turning the ball over too goddamn much. That's the
I'm
problem.
not mad at this game, bro. It is what it is. I mean, we already know the direction of the franchise, so whatever. I mean, if we would have won, here's the thing: if we would have won this game, Nets fans would have been like, "Man, come on, man, we can't even take right, man. Utah's gonna get
not
their
me.
ass.
Facts,
Y'all
facts,
supposed to
Joey,
No,
lose
no,
tonight.
but
Y'all
facts.
supposed to
hey,
lose tonight."
Preach,
Joey,
Joey.
So
Joey, I'm not mad at this game
either
neither, bro.
way,
I'm just venting, bro.
hold
Like
on,
that's
leave.
all
I'm gonna
it
land the
is.
plane. I'm gonna land the plane right now. Either way, we was gonna hear some crying tonight, so it don't matter. Whatever.
Yeah, nah, it matter, Joey. You wouldn't have heard crying from me. This my page. I would have been celebrating. Anytime we win in the Barclays, I'ma celebrate. If we went on the road, it's like, we could have lost that game, whatever. But at the Barclays, at the home of the 24-hour store, cat on the
Yeah, that's you
bread.
though, bro. I'm just
Nah,
saying it's another batch of Nets fans
shit
out
got me
there that's
hot.
trying to tank, so they ain't trying to win no
Hold
games,
on.
especially to teams
I
that's
gotta
bad
speak to
worse
that
than
road
us.
shit. I gotta speak to that road shit because I I don't know about y'all niggas, but I was the hypest nigga up in here when we went on that 3-game road trip out west. When we had Struder outperforming Steph and KD. Bro,
Yeah, that
I
was
was the
nice.
hypest nigga up in here. So I mean, I can't sleep on the road trips. The road trips, that showed me that Jordy at least got an idea what the hell he doing. You know what I'm saying?
No,
So,
I'm not. I'm not.
We thought
But
we was
I'm
gonna get
not.
swept on that road trip though, for real. I ain't
No,
think we was
I'm
gonna
not.
do that.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't lose at home. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know the object is. I mean, I know the objective of the season, but losing at home hurt more than
look what we
losing
had
on the
on the
road.
court.
Breezy, these guys are not trying to go out there and lose. They just can't score the basketball.
They can't score, bro.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
can't. They
they're
cannot.
trying. You act like Keon Johnson is out there trying to miss. Bro, he's trying to stick in the league. He wants his jumper to go down.
Yeah.
That's what we saying.
It
Like
takes a lot of
it's not
threes, though.
it's not the
It
fact
takes a
that the
lot of
players
threes.
it's not the fact that the players are going out there and they just like let's lose tonight. The
Right.
talent is not enough.
Exactly.
It's
See, this
not
is the
enough.
thing. But hold on, bro. See, this is the thing. Fans got a misconception that players go into the tanking season. The organization tells them to lose. No, those players are still going to go out there and compete. They are competitors, bro. They are professional athletes. They're trying to win a basketball game. Now, the organization on an organizational level, they know they're not going to win many basketball games because the talent level is not out there. So the players
Exactly.
don't
That's why
tank.
they
Exactly.
put
The
that type of talent on the
organization
team.
tanks. The
Yes.
organization tanks, not the players. The players are
Yeah,
going to
right.
try to win,
Which
regardless.
is why we got 10 wins in the first freaking place.
Yikes! Because of Dennis,
Like
the menace.
if we were just going out there to lose, we probably have 3 wins
Yo,
like the Wizards have right
Exactly,
now.
yo,
LM. That's a fact. That's
yeah.
a
I need
fact.
Like,
y'all know.
come
I need
on.
y'all to apologize for talking to the Knicks fan first, man. With Jack City, I was about to introduce Jack
He
City,
just
man.
dropped off. Yo, please, bro.
And you want, and wait, Breezy, you want me to apologize to that dude for what he does with his antics? Come on, man. Listen,
No, no,
I shouldn't have said anything, but Jack City
no.
had that smoke coming for 2 weeks. Respectfully, he
Yeah,
had that
no,
smoke coming
no.
for 2 weeks.
It is what it is. Shout to John. Shout to Jack City. I was about to go there, but go ahead, Joey. What you was saying? I ain't want to cut you off. What you
Nah,
said?
but my bad
No,
for interrupting Breezy on that one. My
nah,
bad.
I was
Nah,
just
that's
saying
cool.
that
That's cool, John.
just basically, saying that, it's it's the organization that tanks, right? Not the players. The players are going to always go out there and try to win the game. The players ain't it's not like the players got told, "Hey man, don't go out there and try to win."
Pull up,
No, the
Jack.
organization just knows they're not going to win that many games because the talent is not there and they haven't invested in it. And they're
Yeah,
waiting on something bigger, So
yeah.
and then Jordy is going to go out there and try to win too, because I mean, shit, he still got pride. This is his first gig, so he wants to do good, no matter what.
Facts. That's a fact. Yo, I mean, listen. I heard that Dylan Harper and Ace Bailey played tonight. You know what I'm saying? I ain't have eyes on them, but I do know they played. LM, you seen the game? You heard about it?
I did.
I know.
I seen a little bit of it.
You see the little. Did the Ruckers win?
They lost by a
Nobody said
point.
they lost
They
to
No,
lost by a
Princeton.
point.
they lost by a point.
Damn.
They got cooked by the
Yeah,
point guard on Princeton. Some
right.
Some
Mm.
little Asian dude that was getting smoked. And they had
They,
21, 6, and 11 on them.
yeah.
Defensively,
Damn.
they couldn't do nothing with Buddy.
Yo, is
Yo, this
Princeton? I'm not. Is
Orlando just
Princeton even
won
ranked
tonight
though?
with no Paulo, no Franz, no Suggs, no Wagner, and them niggas just did a comeback against Miami and they won. Like this
That
is
was
what I'm talking
crazy.
about. Like that talent level on that team is elite. And that's what we need on this team. We need
Yeah,
more
we don't.
talent.
I mean, but that's what I be trying to tell some fans, LM, because I get it.
Challenge
We
that they
like a
put out on
couple
the
of
court tonight ain't
hold on,
elite.
real quick. We like a couple of players on our team, but and some fans really think we should be building around some of the players on our team. And I'm like, no, I'm like, it's talent
Yeah.
here, but this is feel good talent. This ain't talent that's gonna take you to a chip talent.
This ain't talent
It's
to
not
build
And
around.
also
generational
not
talent
No.
and it ain't
scores.
all-star talent.
Yeah,
Except
And not
probably
exactly.
Cam
scores.
Thomas. Other than Cam Thomas, I don't see most of these niggas as generational or elite talents. I don't.
They're
Yeah,
role
that's a fact.
Like
players.
But
I
Hold
had to.
on,
I had to.
Leaks, let me say this real quick, bro.
Uh,
Because it's about Cam Thomas, but it's really about shot creation. This is what I'm saying about basketball. Anybody can shoot the three. Anybody can play defense. Some better than others, but it is what it is. Shot creation is a skill, bro. Like that
Absolutely.
shit, it definitely makes the good players great, the great players elite.
Yes,
And
sir.
it is the separator. People try to act like it's not, and you got to play both sides of the ball, and you do, but it is a separator, bro. This shit is a separator, and people try to downplay it like, oh, only could score a bucket. No, it ain't. He only could score a bucket. That shit is the most important thing in the
Oh,
game. Damn near.
exactly, Breezy. Offense is always going to be more important than defense in basketball, bro. The whole objective is to score more points than the other team. So
I
if
mean,
you can,
that's a fact. But
but
at the same time,
if you can have better offense than better defense, you golden pretty much in today's NBA.
yeah, I agree with that. But at the same time, when you got better offense, when your offense travels against the other 29 teams, no matter what they bring on the court, I allow some of the best players in the league. That also helps too. When teams got defensive game plans for you, and you can't necessarily figure them out because they know your move set and they know where you like to shoot the ball, and they did their job on the scout report, then that kind of what makes you limited. The thing about our team really is
What?
it's just like you said, we got a lot of feel good talent on here. We got a lot of good feel good players. I
We ain't
like to
got no
call them
shot
lovable.
creation. They
I
Right.
ain't.
like
That's
to
what
I
I'm
like
trying to. I'm telling you what I'm saying. What I'm saying because it
But
ain't no. That's the separator. The
but
shot
that was
creation.
common sense though. That was. I mean, I don't know how nobody didn't see that because the only two shot creators on his team really
The shooter and Cam
was
Thomas.
Schroeder. Was Schroeder and Cam Thomas.
Yeah. And then
Right.
So
you
excuse
see
me, and
Cam. Yeah, I
CJ.
was
I
about
give
to
it to
say,
you.
but no, but that's new. That's this season. Cam
Right.
Johnson necessarily wasn't. He didn't come to Brooklyn as a shot creator. He developed that. That's what he working on. When we talk about player development, and this player working on that and this,
Right.
Cam Johnson is working on shot creation.
Okay.
And I would say Shake Milton, he
It's
can,
Shake.
but he
Shake
He
can
got like a
limited
play.
though.
few
He
moves.
limited.
Like
His
he
shit
got a
limited.
little. He got a little bag. He got a little
Right.
bag. You know
Exactly,
what I mean?
Breeze. Facts.
Yeah,
It's not a
little
big
Facts.
back.
bag. It's just a little bag. You know what
Fact.
I
He
mean?
got a little something. He got a limited bag.
got a
Yeah,
little bag.
yeah.
It's
Like
like
you
a
can't
Wendy's
fit. It's like a
Wonder
fanny
bag.
Somebody,
pack and shit. Know what I mean?
Nah.
Can't fit
Yeah.
mad shit in
Word.
it.
Dead ass
Word.
though.
it's wild.
Yeah.
Nah,
His
but
Yeah,
bag is like one of those
listen,
little man bags.
that's real shit
Whoa.
though. He
A
ain't got
man
no camping
purse?
bag and no shit like
He
that.
got a right. Right.
He
He
ain't
ain't
got
got
no
the duffel
motherfucking luggage and no
like
shit.
somebody
while we out here
hold on
comparing
real quick.
bags, bro,
Like
nobody
somebody
on this
like
roster
Kyrie.
got a motherfucking A plus. Like let's drag my team to the finish line bag.
Now
Nobody. So
Bro,
somebody
what are
like
you
Kyrie.
talking about,
Hold on.
bro?
Somebody got like Kyrie.
Always saying
Somebody
some nitpicking, hating shit, man.
somebody like Kyrie got the duffel. Like that's
it's
the
the truth.
duffel.
Yeah,
Like
Kyrie, but that's bro, it's ridiculous. Watching Kyrie, I get to like watching his reels. I'll be watching it on repeat like 2, 3 times. I ain't even realize it. Like the shit he be doing is incredible, bro.
just the way
Like
his body control though is insane. Looks to how nimble he is, and the way he
hmm
could just like, and how he can just use his right and his left. He's ambidextrous and shit. He can use
yeah.
both feet, um, like evenly good. Like the nigga is
Imagine if
just
he
a
was a
freak of
net,
nature,
bro. That
bro.
shit would be crazy.
Huh?
Yeah, man, she was
How's
still in
that?
there. That'd be crazy.
I'm
Imagine
sounding like a
if he.
How's
Kyrie
that?
Glazer
Nigga, we
though.
got rid of him.
Let me pause because I'm
We
sounding
have
like
no
a
memory
Kyrie
of that
Glazer,
anymore,
but
Leaf.
I'm sounding like a Kyrie Glazer, guys. But everybody know his skill set is on another level.
Yeah. Yo,
Yeah,
what's
his skill
all of
set
this
is
Star Traffic talking about Jeremiah Faye's better than Harper, man? What's going on, man? What you talking about, bro?
he
Like
chat. I mean, I don't know. Like he got a point, but like I don't think he's better than
No, he
Harper at this
don't.
Come
point.
on, man. You know
This is
how it
nah,
go.
you got
When you want,
this
hey,
is
LM, when you on top, they wait for you to have a bad game. Then the one guy that has a good game, they try to put you over
the
him.
crazy thing is Harper
Like,
even he had a bad game, but he was chatting talking about Harper don't affect winning. Nigga, Princeton got a game winner. The whole game was
Uh,
pretty much close.
Harper
Only
won
Ace
2 games
Bailey.
without Ace. What are you talking about? Do you not watch
Yeah,
the first
like
2
what are
games of
you?
the season?
Yeah, like they just be chatting in the chat sometimes. Man. I love y'all, but y'all gotta chill, bro. Like they
Yo,
They
and
be
Ace
looking. They
Bailey
be
hit.
looking for an opportunity to knock a nigga down because Dylan been on top of the game. His game. So
Yeah,
it's
like he
like
had
now.
one bad
Oh
game
look,
and
man,
they.
Dylan ain't affecting the game. They just lost by a point. This point guard is better than them.
Yeah,
Look
Chill
what
like
out.
this
come
What's
on,
point
wrong with
guard did
bro.
Ace
tonight.
Bailey, man?
Look what
Ace
this point
Bailey's
guard did
very
just one.
reserved right
Hold
now.
on. Look what this point guard did just one game, not the whole body of work, but just one game. Look what he did.
Well, if
Like
not for the game winner tonight, Ace Bailey would have won in the game because he hit the game. I thought he hit the game winner today. Did it like a pull up three and he hit it like pure water. I was like, oh shit! But then they came in and got a layup and
hey,
they won the game.
hey, real
So
quick, but can I say something about the scoring shit though, Breeze?
yeah, go ahead.
You know what I agree with you, but you know what really separates you as a scorer, and we talked about it a lot on this show, is if you can do it at all three levels. To me,
Yeah, that's true.
if you could do all three levels, you're an elite scorer, which means get in your bag in the ISO, create space, and get a bucket. You can spot shoot. You could drive to the basket, handle the ball, drive to the basket, and get your own bucket. If you have multiple, if you could do multiple things like that with your offensive game, to me, you're an elite scorer. Because there's really no weakness. You could do the midi, you could shoot off the ball, you could shoot on the ball, you can put pressure on the rim, like and finish,
Word.
and no glazing. I think Cam Thomas is that.
Cam
Yeah,
Thomas
yo,
is
hold
what?
on. Right, hold on. Let me just say this real life story real quick. Like I practice in the park, and like I tried to practice the fadeaway. That shit is hard as hell, bro. Like regular niggas is not doing fadeaways, bro. No, I'm serious. Like I could take a jump shot, I could go to the left, I could go to the right. Like I work on my game, but a fadeaway, that shit is a professional
really,
basketball move.
Nah,
Yes.
But,
I
but
think
fadeaway is
so.
not
fadeaway
not
to me
according to
is
Ben Simmons
easy.
tonight. Not
I
not
Nah,
think
according
y'all
to Ben
not,
To
Fadeaway
me
Simmons
is
though,
tonight.
easy. I'm not gonna
y'all
lie.
Why wouldn't
not
it?
gonna lie to me and
yo,
tell me that the fadeaway is the
yo,
easy
Breeze,
shot, bro. I'm
Breeze,
not
I ain't gonna
jacking
hold you,
that shit.
Breeze. Shooting a
Breeze, I put
fade,
this
that
on
just feel
Mobs,
mad.
bro. Fadeaway is my favorite shot, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
There's
Yeah,
no
I think the
fucking
fadeaway
way.
I'm
is
shooting
hard though.
fadeaways.
I put this on my dad. That shit was my favorite shot.
Yo, I
I
love
don't
It's
think
shooting
harder than
that's
shooting
why
fadeaways,
I like
bro. I
ice.
don't
Uh,
know
fadeaway
what it
stuff
is.
now, nigga.
It just feel
yeah,
like an easier
yo,
shot than
LM.
Nah, I
fadeaway.
don't think so. I
Fadeaway.
don't think so. I don't think the fadeaway is the easiest shot because
It's
you
not.
fighting, you
That's not
going at
easy.
you.
No, it's not an easier shot, but
No, no,
like,
but I ain't gonna lie. The
No,
fadeaway messed up
it's
my
one of
feet,
those
bro. Like, cause
unguardable.
I used to take mad
It's a
step backs and fall away from the
it's
basket.
an
Like, yo, let me
unguardable
get.
shot for sure. It's unguardable if you know how to do it right. But the thing is,
mhm.
you're shooting away. You're throwing your body back and shooting. You're it's like reverse momentum, bro. You're not shooting
Right.
So
into
wait, you
towards the
talking
rim.
about the fadeaway out of the
Right.
post?
The
Any
fadeaway, just
fadeaway.
period. You gotta shoot
Right.
the.
Nigga, the
You gotta
step
put a
back
little bit
fadeaway
more
messed
if in
up
the
my
ball because
feet, bro.
you gotta put a little bit more if in the ball because you're going away from the basket.
Yup.
Yo,
So
Joey,
it's
I'm
harder
telling you
to
this.
measure.
I'm telling you right now, bro. There are people in this world that is comfortable shooting a step back than a regular shot. I
Now, see,
promise you.
a
Nah,
step back
step
and a
back and
fadeaway is different, though.
no, a step back and fade away, two different things. LM, I'm
Yes.
not doing that with
Yeah,
you,
yeah,
bro.
that's true. That's true. That's
Nah,
true. That's true.
John, you
But
better not. John, if you the icebreaker, you better not lie and act like fadeaways is an easy shot to take. That shit is
Nah, that's
mad
not
Not
hard.
easy, bro.
according to Ben Simmons
Breezy,
tonight,
you'll be
Breezy. That makes
surprised.
it look easy. According to Ben Simmons, it's an easy shot
Breezy,
tonight when he did it.
You'll
Nah,
be surprised, bro. I've
yeah,
played with guys who shoot fades, and I'm like, yo, that's not a hard shot for you. Like, nah, that's it. I like shooting. J.R. Smith. J.R. Smith, all he does is shoot fades and tough shots.
bruh.
He say, yo,
He
that's an
like
easier
six
shot for
six,
me.
bro. He's 6'6", bro,
Bro,
and he
he
a
like,
professional.
but the
I'm talking
point is, he
about
likes shooting difficult
regular
shots.
people,
So
regular people. Like when you know you regular and when you know you professional. That's what
even
separates it. I
regular
was talking
people like
about
Come
shooting
on, bro. You jump
difficult shots.
with
I
a
was looking
fadeaway.
regular
With a
people taking
fadeaway,
fadeaways.
hold on, real
Stop
quick.
it.
yes,
With a fadeaway, you jump.
N-
Either you
Yes.
can
no,
hold on, real
hell
quick, Breeze.
no. Yo,
with a
which one of y'all
fadeaway.
regular dudes in the chat be taking fadeaways? Like, keep it real with me, bro. Like,
You're either imbalanced or you're
Reese said
jumping
he
away
ain't
from
played
the
ball in
basket.
6 years. He
Yo,
be
I
taking
grew up
fadeaways.
watching.
I don't
Listen,
believe that shit.
I
Like,
grew up watching
no.
Kobe, and I grew up watching Allen Iverson. On the court, all I did was imitate those two. Not in the athleticism, but in I want to know how to make tough shots. I want to know how to make. Yeah, you should practice fades and shoot them shits.
When the
Was
last
I
time you did
bricking
a
them?
fadeaway, Ella? When the last time you made a fadeaway shot, Ella?
I ain't gonna lie. I ain't played ball in a minute. I'll probably say probably around like 2021 was the last time I
uh,
played ball. But that was the last
wow.
fadeaway shot I
It
made. But it
wasn't
was
in
like a
this
mid
decade,
range
nigga. I
shot.
can tell you that.
And the mid range is water. I love shooting fades and post fades in the mid range.
Bruh, he said the mid range is water. I'm done, bro. Like,
The
I
mid
can't
range is
believe this,
fire.
bro.
Like I don't really. For my
Oh,
game, I
nah,
don't really
nah.
shoot
All right,
threes
nah,
unless
nah,
I'm
nah. I
big.
gave you that. I was confusing it with fadeaway. Nah, that's all I do is take the mid range. I'll be
Yeah, like
telling these.
if I
I'll be
got a
telling
post
these.
fade on the mid range, I'll shoot it. Like
Yeah, nah, I'll be
I'll.
telling these young boys, I'll be going to the park with my son. I'll be telling them, like, yo, y'all abandon the mid range. It's disrespectful to basketball. Every time my son make a mid range shot, I tell him I'm proud of him. I be like, yo, I'm proud of you, son.
Mid
You
range
made
is
me proud
fire.
just
When you
now.
know how to utilize it, the mid range can get you a lot. It's like I barely shoot threes. If I got the three, I'll shoot it. But I'm most likely probably gonna go in the mid range area because a lot of people is going to expect you to shoot the three, especially back when in like 2016 Curry when he was balling out, all niggas was doing was shooting threes. That Curry doing that
Yeah.
shit all on the
Hold,
court.
hold on, let
So
me get back to the content because Tony Tom in the chat, he backing up Joey BK. Joey BK has said something about Kyrie. So he said, remember when Kyrie dropped 60 on the Magic after he got fined? LOL, I was off an edible and I was tweaking and then went and missed a
That
shot.
was a
Uh,
crazy game.
yeah, I
That was a
remember that
Yeah,
crazy
game.
game.
Kyrie balled out that game. That
Kyrie
shit
was
I
was
like the
remember that.
Matrix,
crazy.
man. Kyrie was like Matrix in that game. He was just destroying players left and right. Like you couldn't touch him on the court, literally. Like that was like one of the sickest games I ever seen Kyrie ever play. Man, that was awesome.
And was it
Yeah,
the Magic? The Magic was doodle around that time too. I think they was
yeah.
trash.
Oh, they were. They
Now look
were.
where they
Yeah, they
at.
were.
Like this is the thing I'm talking about. Like it takes it takes time and it takes a process. But
What was that, 2 seasons ago? 2 seasons ago?
Give or
had
take.
to probably what 3 seasons? If
2.5.
we
Three
keeping it a
seasons. Yeah,
buck,
it was 3 seasons. 3 seasons. Three
3 seasons.
seasons.
Yeah, three
Two and a
seasons
half.
ago.
2.5.
So they was trash when Kyrie was doing that 60 shit. They ain't had Paulo or Fonz. Like
Yeah,
they wasn't
they had
even.
Franz. Franz was a rookie. Franz was a rookie.
Yeah, Franz. Yeah, but Franz wasn't leading them niggas to wins though.
That's
They ended that
when
season like 22-60.
that's when KD gave dude Paulo his NBA moment. Paulo said KD gave him his first NBA moment. The first time you got
NBA.
work. Who gave you that work first? Paulo said it was KD. And when he
Oh,
was
I
on
know
That's
which
what
when
one
I'm
you're
KD
saying.
was
talking
on the
about.
Brooklyn Nets.
I remember that game too. That was a good
But
game too for KD.
that's what made me more pissed off when KD and them left. I'm like, yo, you got a draft pick in Cam Thomas that was under the tutelage of both of them niggas, and you gonna give the keys to Mikel? Like, why not go with Cam? Like, he the nigga that was under
It
him.
goes back to something that I said, LM. It's a lot of players that play their best basketball in the Nets uniform.
Yeah, that's a fact.
That's true.
Yo,
That's true.
that's a fact. Hold on. I wanted to switch it to me and Leaf. We was both on Players Choice earlier, and we was talking about why basketball is bad and good. So I kind of wanted to have that same conversation over here with the guys. Shout out to the Nets fans, we the best fans. Basically, I said, they traded in competitiveness for entertainment. They felt like the style of what Golden State was copy and paste to the whole league, and they when you and again competitiveness come from identities. The same way boxers got styles and fights, it's the same way teams have different brands of basketball. This team go to the paint, they're gonna hit you in the mouth early, pause or whatever. They go into the paint, they not shooting no 3 pointers. They beating you with the mid range and they go into the paint, they trying to draw the foul. They more physical than you. They not a finesse team, they a power team. You know what I'm saying? And that's basically how I feel. I feel like when you ask all teams to play like one team, and whoever plays the best like that team when they won a championship wins the championship. I think that is the exact thing that I'm talking about. That is not basketball. You're trying to be entertaining. Who could be more entertaining, like copy and paste what happened that season or with that team and how they won it. Every team didn't win a championship the same way that the Golden State Warriors won a championship. So I'm
Sure.
saying that, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm saying all that to say that identity makes teams competitive. Let teams play the way they want to play. Don't try to
You know
dictate
how they say
how that should be
it's
playing.
a copycat league. You know what they say.
Yeah, nah, I ain't checking that. But they,
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
yeah.
again,
Nah, but Breezy, I'm glad you brought that up because you said it's not a lot, not a lot of teams won championships like the Warriors did, but I guarantee you can name a lot of teams that won a championship like Shaq and Kobe did. I guarantee
yeah,
you.
that duo, that
Yeah,
tandem, and
that inside outside presence, bro. You
mm-hmm,
had Magic and Kareem. You had
word,
you had plenty of like big man, little man
plenty
combinations and shit, man. That won
facts.
championships, bro. Like the only it was a couple of teams that might have been different. Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons was way different.
That's
They
a fact.
Bill
But
Lambert
that's the point.
was
It was
West
different. You feel what I'm saying? It was different. Like the duos or a culmination or combination of what the Pistons was, and they were known for their defense. Or again, you see how unique a player like Dennis Rodman was. He cared nothing about scoring the ball. You know what I mean?
Right.
all hustle, all
Asking
hustle.
Dennis Rodman to shoot a 3-pointer is disrespectful to basketball. Like he's gonna go in there, play hard nosed defense, defense that's
Rebound,
going to impact
And rebound
winning.
the ball.
Yo, but yeah, and
defense.
that's another thing. When you
Uh,
rebound away, when you rebound, like I call him one. I just made this up. I ain't gonna lie. He was like one shot rhyming. Like you only get one shot. It ain't no two, three
Right.
rebounds you getting for the offense.
You
You
ain't
guys
getting no
like
getting
second.
him.
one
You ain't getting no
shot at
second
the
chance
basket, bro.
opportunities. No
You
second
might
chance
get
Yeah,
a
guys
points.
like
turnover. Word, you
yeah,
might get a turnover.
guys like him, Ben Wallace, those type of players, bro. Like you ain't gonna never see those players again because everything is space and pace. You know, all five of your players got to be able to have scoring opportunities and be able to score. If you go look at the Boston team last year, Porzingis damn near took over game 1 and 2, and it didn't have to play anymore. And then the rest of the team was just all right, yo. We just got an all around balanced team. We got firepower everywhere, and when we could just do what we do. You know what I'm saying? Got pretty good two-way players, and that's how we gonna win. You know, teams nowadays, you be hard pressed to see a team get a championship these days straight out the mud. I'm talking about like they deep in the shitter, and you got a couple of key players injured, and then somebody just dragging them to the finals. You ain't gonna see that. You ain't gonna see that in
Like
this day and
it's
age.
not
So
not only that, you not I think the very last hard nosed team I seen win an NBA championship
04
was the Detroit
Pistons,
Pistons. And exactly
yeah.
the '04 Pistons. And you're not gonna see that type of shit anymore, like a team like that win in today's
Mm-mm.
NBA as NBA champions. Like that was the
No,
last team, gritty team that won the NBA championship.
You think
gritty.
Yeah.
They
that's what
scored
Sil?
80.
You
They
think
scored
that's
80
what Silver
points.
trying to get back to though? Like
They
those
did it
type
on
of
they
No,
teams
did
winning.
and
no,
I'm a,
because they got rid of it after Malice in the Palace. They don't want that shit no more. They don't want it no more. So
but that
like the style of play is not the problem. It's the way that they promote the game is the problem.
right.
That's
I
what it
agree with
is.
that.
No,
I agree.
but yeah, they're the league is more focused on offense than they are defense, and I wanted to bring that up. I think that's what's ruining the game because they not letting these guys go out there and compete like Breezy said on both ends of the floor. The zebras are ruining the games with the way they calling these pansy ass calls. It's like you can't play defense. They call every little thing, and that shit is annoying, man. That's one of the things that annoys me. I want to see a competitive basketball game on both ends of the floor. I'm tired of y'all doing this favoritism with the stars, and you can't breathe on this person or that person, but they could go to the line, but the guys on the other end of the floor are getting beat up. Like, nah, call the game evenly on both ends of the floor, and Stop calling this pity pass shit and let people play fucking defense. I ain't sit up in there saying let beat people up like back in the 80s and 90s, but damn, like you can't even breathe on a mug now when they blowing the whistle,
I
depending
don't
on who
even
it is.
I don't even is that too, but I also think it's accessibility. Like to Leaf's point, bro. Like most of that league pass crap, like I get it, but I think that shit ruining the game too, because most of these this NBA fans is always complaining about, why don't I have access to this game? Why is OKC one of the hottest teams in the league only available on League Pass? What if you don't got that shit? Why can't I watch these niggas on ESPN or TNT or some shit? Like, why is Wemby, who was on a tear, only available to watch on freaking League Pass? And most of the times,
You
the
can't even do it
teams that
on
you're
League
trying to
Pass,
watch,
bro.
right? Most of the
Facts.
League
times,
Pass is trash.
even
I
in,
don't even
your
use that.
area, like even in your area, it's a blackout
Bro,
where you can't
Facts.
even watch
So
a game. Like,
LM, you point into something that I'm going leading right to, bro. When it comes to marketing new talent, this NBA front office is very effing bad at what they do. I said it the last
right?
2 years. I said it when I first
Yes.
seen Chill, bro,
That's
and
true.
he kicked
That's
me out of the
true.
party, bro. They are bad at what they do because
That's
you know what they
true.
tried to do. This is what they did in the previous decade, and this is how they effed up. They shoved LeBron James and Steph down people's throats for 4 straight years. For 4 straight years, that's all people know. And now, all you fast forward all of these years later, they can't make the finals. Guess what you're seeing on Twitter? You're still seeing LeBron and Steph minions all over Twitter. Because if they not winning, then Twitter, NBA Twitter ain't even bumping like that. It's
exactly.
not.
Right.
It's not
Right.
bumping like that.
And they
If
and
Steph
yeah,
is in the shitter and LeBron is in the shitter, bro, they not bumping like that. The KD fans, they don't care. They don't care. They only show up, bro, when he over 500 anyway, and he stay getting swept any damn way because he owed too. They don't care, bro. They don't care about Joker. They don't care about Giannis. They don't care about Luka. They don't care about Shea. Them dudes is from
it's
other countries. They don't
So
but
That's
they,
compete with
true.
them.
but
That's
that's
I
why
true.
think,
they
but
but
Leaf, hold on.
That's a
That's
good
a good
point.
point. I want to say this. That's a good point, Leaf. But I think things will change. I think we're at a place now in the NBA where there's going to be a transition of guard, which means like Steph Curry and LeBron James are still good, but they're fading out. Like they were the best players in the league. Like Lee said, that they dumped down our throats for no pause for the last 3-4 years consistently. Right now, those guys are playing at a high level, but they're not dominating the league like they used to.
No.
So we need a new face of the NBA. I feel like somebody that's gonna
There
start
you
winning
go. There you
championships,
see?
multiple
Boom.
championships and shit like that, and then that be the next person they promote.
you,
Here's the problem. Here's the problem. The faces that they're going after are not the faces that they can promote to the media. Ja Morant just got in trouble, so you can't promote him. Ant-Man, bro, is from Zone 6 Atlanta. You can't promote him. You can't promote who else? Jason Tatum, because he ain't relatable to nobody. A light skin, silk head nigga, bro, and on the Celtics.
You
You can't
echoing,
promote
bro?
him to nobody. Somebody else is echoing.
Leaf, I think you on mute.
No, I'm here.
Okay, but you know who I thought they were doing that with? Leaf. I thought they were doing that with Giannis. I thought they was trying to make Giannis the next face of the league after he won that championship.
You know why they wasn't, bro? Because like the league front office didn't know, nobody want to say it, but they really xenophobic. Because like if you could go on, like if Nick Wright could go on TV for the last couple of years and talk about how Joker is the worst MVP, and they promoting that shit and they put it on YouTube, Twitter, and all these other outlets for everybody to see, now everybody's gonna believe it. You know why? Because Nick Wright is a LeBron guy. And if you're a LeBron guy, basically your word is on a higher level than anything. The only person that's second to that is Steph. That's it. These are the people that they shove down our throats. Two of the most overrated goddamn basketball players of all time. If you
And
pay
not only
attention
that,
to
they both
pay
playing
attention
in
to
two big.
LeBron and Steph, they play just like niggas on 2K. Go, let's run around 10,000 screens. Let's shoot. Yo, run out. I go get the run out dunk. That's LeBron. It's the same shit.
Yeah. Not only that though, it's just like I feel like in order for the NBA to reach its peak, they need superstars in big markets that are actually like winning. Like if you don't if you got LeBron James in purgatory or there in LA, even though I can't stand the Lakers, it kind of hurts the game, right? Because you got the biggest player in the league with the biggest following, with on the team with the biggest following that's in purgatory. So that's kind of going to slow down, NBA traffic right there. You feel what I'm saying?
Right, and you got Noah, and to Lee's point, like you marketing the young talent horrible. Why is Cade, Paolo, Wimby, Shea, all these niggas not getting television burn? Like these are the young players that's
Wemby getting
balling.
talked about.
These niggas should not be trying to get watched on League Pass.
Because
Like
they
it's
still
beyond
worried
me.
about,
LM.
because here's the thing, they worried about the big markets. They worried about the big players in the big markets. That's what
And
they
that's
want to
the
promote.
problem.
They not trying to
No,
promote Shy and OKC like that, even though he's a nice little player and all that. Because he ain't
Here's,
bring.
here's the thing,
And
Joey.
that's the issue right there.
The thing about a big market, let me let you know something. Before 1984, Chicago wasn't a big market. Before 1992, Orlando wasn't a big market. You know who made them niggas? And you know who made Chicago a big market in 1984? Jordan.
And
You know
Shaq in
who made
Orlando.
Orlando? Yeah, you know who made Orlando? Exactly. You know who made
Shaq.
Cleveland a big market in 2003?
LeBron,
So
yeah.
realistically, big markets are created. They not for other outside of LA and New York. They are created. Trust me, they can.
You
be
can say the
created,
same thing
bro.
for Steph. Steph blew that market up.
Steph blew that market he blew that market, bro, like a time bomb.
If you told me in 2009 that the Warriors is going to be the most valuable team in the league in 2024, I would have looked at you like you was nuts.
It's crazy.
I would have looked at you like you was nuts. That's crazy.
But don't sleep, guys. Things over in San Francisco are extremely expensive. It's probably like New York.
That's true. That's true.
So with that being said, him winning in a market like that is going to even make it bump, make it even more.
Remember, they was winning championships in Oakland. Oakland is the hood.
Yeah, but they in San Francisco now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So
but
Oakland is like
they started their dynasty in Oakland. The Oracle Arena is smack dab in the middle of Oakland, in the hood.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's what it's in the middle of.
LM, you hit on some great points. I think the crazy thing is Wemby. They were talking about this kid nonstop last year. This year, it's like Wemby gets any screen time. I'm like, the Spurs are having a pretty decent season, not having a bad season at all. But it's like you keep talking about the Lakers. Like, does LeBron want to stay? Does he want to retire? Does his son want to go with him in a trade? I'm just like, what about the other players? What about Donovan Mitchell? How about Donovan Mitchell?
It is not even just Wemby. And it's not even just Wemby. Like, yeah, Wemby's getting marketed as the next guy up. But you even got Anthony Edwards, who they claiming as he could be the next MJ.
Because he in a small market, LM.
That's true.
He got two bad co-stars. He got two bad co-stars.
This is a team that almost made the finals last year.
Let me just say this: if Anthony Edwards is in New York, he'll be a god right now. I'm just going to let you know that.
No. The problem is that when you think of Anthony Edwards, Ja Morant, and Zion, you think of three players, bro, that have the talent. It's just off the court, bro. They stay doing autopilot shit, so you can't really sell them. You can't really sell them like you want to sell them. You can't.
The Zion one is the Zion one is the big grenade that really.
But also the NBA in terms of Zion and Ben Simmons. Zion and Ben Simmons was the NBA's golden childs back then. They was marketing them niggas up the wazoo, saying, this is the. Right. So now that they failing, they don't know who else they got talent to promote, but that was their biggest failures, really. These dudes ain't work out.
The problem was they turned out to be crash outs on the court because of their injuries and everything. And now you had to navigate to Ja Morant. He gets in trouble. And then you had to move. Then you want to move that. You can't really move the Ant-Man. Why am I echoing, bro? Who doing this?
Now you good. You're not echoing to me.
No.
Now you good? You're not echoing to me.
I'm echoing again. Somebody, I don't know who down here.
Yo.
Yeah, my bad. What I was saying was they moved to Ja Morant. He got in trouble, and then they kind of want to move to Ant, but Ant is from Zone 6 Atlanta. Like, bro, like when you hear the players that's coming into the league, they are not from areas like that. They from well put together families, because you got most of these players are former players of NBA or WNBA stars.
That's fact.
Like that's coming into the league.
But even in the small market stuff, right?
Mother was in the WNBA.
Right.
Wemby parents used to play, bro. Like, so even the overseas players. The overseas players don't really count. They can't market them the way that they want to market the American players. And this is one of the reasons why Cooper Flag is probably going to go number one no matter what. So now they you know what they got to do? They got to try a good old American white guy. Even though we all know, bro, like, he ain't better than Dylan. He ain't better than Ace. He ain't better than
So you saying what you saying is he gonna be the male Caitlin Clark? That's what you're saying.
That's what they're gonna try to do. That's what they're gonna try to do. That's what they're gonna try to do. But if you look around the league, nobody under the age of 30 is more famous than Caitlin Clark any damn way. Nobody under the age of 30. Who under the age of 30 in the NBA got more screen time and more fame than Caitlin Clark in the NBA? None of them.
You right.
Zero.
You right.
And to be fair, but to Joey's point about the small market, like, even I don't remember it being this bad. Like, I don't even remember when the thing around 2012, 2013, even before they, like, they was having a battle. I remember PG used to be in Indiana. Indiana's a small market, but they were still getting some television burn. Like, okay, I can catch an indie game.
I feel like the NBA wants certain franchises to be good. Like, you can't tell me the NBA don't want San Antonio to be good. Like, San Antonio got a lot of fans. They've been bad a very long time. That's one of the reasons I knew Wemby was going there. I'm like, if the league got anything to do with it, they're going to make sure San Antonio gets Wemby.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? So, I think certain organizations, they just want to do good. Like, they're going to try to help out. That's just my opinion.
Now the question is, does the league want the Nets to be good?
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to sound like I'm a Debbie Downer. I just don't think the league fuck with us like that, bro. I don't. Like, they ain't trying to throw us no bones, bro. Like, seriously. They always treated us like
I don't think we worse than Detroit, though.
Huh?
I don't think we worse than Detroit, though. I don't think the league really don't like them niggas, bro. Like, every year, you try to get a pick and you land at 5 every year.
Right.
Nah,
exactly.
something up with that.
Facts.
Something's up with that, bro. I don't know if they dislike us that much as much as other teams, but I do think we gotta get 0-1.
Dislike is a strong word. I don't want to say they dislike us, but they ain't doing the Nets no favors. Let's just say that. They ain't doing us no favors, bro. Real rap. So, I mean, if we do, possibly get in the lottery and we get a high pick and, we get Cooper or one of these guys, cool. I'm going to be happy for it, but I'm not holding my breath. You know what I mean? So that's how I'm looking at the shit. But, yeah, man, the NBA is going to struggle when you got when you got teams, when the most popular teams and the biggest markets are struggling and not good, the NBA is going to struggle. When you got the biggest names in the NBA and their teams are struggling, the ratings are going to struggle, bro. Because at the end of the day, the big stars in the big markets is what bring in the big bucks. You know what I'm saying? That's the NBA. You feel me?
Right.
So,
it shouldn't even be like that.
Niggas, but LM, most people are casual fans, right? Most of these guys, like me and you, we hardcore basketball fans. We gonna watch regardless of no matter what. You got guys who only watch LeBron James or who only watch the Lakers when they good. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Who will only watch the Golden State Warriors when they winning. If they bad, they not watching them. You know what I mean? Or they want to see. You know, most fans are fucking hype beasts, bro. You know how that go.
That's
So
true. But I think it could really benefit. Like you never know if you put a K Cunningham on the TV and K become a kid's favorite player. Oh, I like the way K play. He's one of
yeah,
my favorite players. Like you can benefit off that. Like these kids is
yeah, but
not just
you
about
need that young guy that's gonna gravitate towards the youth and get the youth's attention. You feel what I'm saying? And
yeah.
I feel like Ja got that, and Edwards got that. But to Lee's point, these niggas out, they not marketable, not because they're not talented and they don't resonate with the youth, it's because they be doing dumb shit. Or they just ain't got no media training. You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So, but I think they got the talent to do it. One thing you could say about Michael Jordan, right? Not only was he a good basketball player, but he was polished, bro. You never heard about Mike getting in trouble. He always spoke well in front of the media. You never see him in no controversy. You feel me? And you could say the same thing about LeBron too. Like LeBron
Yeah.
is
He was a
he,
perfect balance. Like he
yeah.
was a good kid. He didn't get in trouble. He wasn't in scandals or none of that shit. Like he had a lot of pressure on
Not
him,
only is
but
he a
he got
good
around.
basketball player, a great basketball player, but he's marketable. He came
Right.
into the league and a kid out of Akron came into the league and in high school, never been in trouble, kept his nose clean, is married to his wife, never even got caught up in a cheating scandal, bro.
You know
So
what it is? You know what it is, Joey? The NBA is such a hierarchy right now. Like the players have kind of taken a lot of power the last few years. When all those crazy trades happen with Simmons, Harden, KD, it's like, how can fans invest in a product when all these stars want to keep going places? And as soon as they get pissed off, they just want to leave and ruin the
that's
championship
true. That's
window.
true. Good
And
point.
now,
It's
and
no
now,
stability.
yeah. Yeah, and now you got the new CBA where they try to make things fair. It wind up making things even tougher. Now this midseason cup tournament, people don't really care about it. This 14 mini tournament, Katie says it sucks. I don't think anybody really likes that. It's like the NBA is doing more damage to themselves than they realize. Like you're destroying the identity of what it means to have an actual superstar to invest in. And now all your other things are supposed to make the NBA fun. Nobody gives a crap about it anymore. So there's more than just figuring out who are the stars of the future. It's how can you make it from the beginning of the season to the playoffs to the championship
But
finals exciting again for the fan
But you
bases.
know what
Like
a big part of it is, John? A lot of these players, you got to put it on them. A lot of these guys don't play because they love the game, because they're
mm,
competitive and they want to be the best. A lot of them just look at this as a paycheck or a way to get paid. That's it. They trying to come out here and
yeah,
play in the league,
it's unfortunate
get
too. The
paid. They
dunk
don't give a
contest.
hell if they win a championship or not. That's their goal. You feel what I'm saying? So they don't
Yeah, but
have that.
you know what the
I feel
crazy
like they
thing
don't.
is?
Go ahead.
Now, you know what the crazy thing is? The dunk contest. It used to be a special thing because when they did all these crazy maneuvers, nobody was expecting. And now you live in the technology era, and the NBA doesn't want to utilize that. If you actually found creative ways for these guys to do dunks, like take it to the next level, you know how much media buzz you get, ratings, all that, etc. Because we live in a technical universe where if these guys did these crazy, insane dunk highlights using like harnesses and all that fun, exciting stuff, you know how many views you get an All Star weekend? People would be going nonstop about it. Like you talk about the effort, right? There has to be more effort in utilizing your surroundings. We live in such a technological era that it feels like the NBA doesn't know how to catch up to that anymore. Like feels like
Right.
they're stuck right now. They're like really stuck, and they got to
Well,
figure
I
a
feel
way
like
out
they
of that.
got guys. I feel like they got guys that have the talent, right? Like,
Hmm.
so the thing is, you got LeBron, you got Steph. We know they're like the two faces of the NBA, like the two most popular guys. And I feel like once they're gone, it's like who's going to be the face of the league? Like, you really got no clear cut
Right.
answer. You feel what I'm saying? So, I think the league needs to start focusing on somebody, man. But it's hard because most of the guys that they got, they like you said, they either not media trained, they get in trouble, they're not marketable, they're not relatable, and it's like they're the next stars, right? You got the Tatum's, no disrespect, but I don't see Tatum being a face of face of the league. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's a talented guy, he's just I don't know. He's just
You
not relatable.
you know what it is
The
too?
league had a balance back then, like of
Mhm.
just being able to promote. Like even back then, you had
Yeah, hold
Allen
on.
Iverson, you had Shaq, you had Kobe, you had Tracy McGrady, you had all these players. Even Tracy McGrady wasn't in a big market, but people knew who he was. Yo, that's Tracy McGrady. You know
That's a
what I'm
fact.
saying? So it's like the
Hold on. Let me ask
marketing is
you.
just different. I feel.
Right. So hold on. You saying that each franchise should push their star player more opposed to just the league trying to find the face of the league? You feel what I'm saying? Like
It could be
maybe
that.
that'll make the NBA better. Is that what y'all saying? Like the team that they're on should do a better job in pushing their star player or whoever they trying to make their star player,
I
opposed
feel
to
that can only take you so far. I mean, it'll help you out locally. Like you ever heard of somebody like Cam Thomas? He may be big here in New York or just in Brooklyn, but you know what I mean. He's not as big outside of the tri-state area. You feel what I'm
And
saying?
I don't think it's the
Once you
franchise, Breezy.
once you
I think
start
the
getting in
league
the
should do it.
NBA, once the NBA start pushing you and promoting you, then you start getting that national push. You feel me? So I feel like an organization is always going to push their best players or who they think is the guy at that time or the guys or the face of the franchise. I feel like they always going to push them.
Yeah,
You-
it's. I think it's just the league. The league has to do a better job of promoting these guys, especially if you got somebody like a Cam Thomas, who after three scoring run, regardless if he
Facts.
was losing those games or not, that's somebody you should be like, we got to get him on TV,
No,
national
exactly.
television.
'Cause They,
He's
they
in a
they too
big
focused.
market.
They
He's
too
in
focused
Brooklyn.
on
He's
the
in New
old
York.
heads.
Right. He's in Brooklyn. He's in New York. He's in one of the biggest markets. This is a guy that's going to get ratings. We need to put him on a national level more. They don't
Right.
do that because they're just so focused on these still in offense. You know what I'm saying? LeBron, KD, and Steph are obviously one of the greatest talents of our generation, and you know they one of the biggest superstars. But the time for that is over. These young cats, they want it now. They're not afraid of these dudes anymore.
Yeah, but it
You
got to
right.
is
I
you got
feel
to
like it got
promote
to
these
be that
dudes.
one star. I feel like it got to be that one star to like win multiple championships, and then like if Luca go and he win like two straight, yo, it's Luca's league, man. Like LeBron and such and such is fading away. Like you know what I mean. I feel like then
you
he'll be the face of the league.
you know what it was,
I don't feel
Joey?
like until these young stars start winning championships, it ain't gonna change, bro.
No, it
Yeah.
shouldn't change with the Timberwolves. What Ant-Man did against his hero, Kevin Durant and Nikola, that was some sick stuff. For a guy who's, 22, 23 years old, to be two back-to-back champions, it felt like Anthony Edwards was on the track to do that. But I felt like the Timberwolves took a lot of steps back this year. When you look at Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle, those are probably two of the worst co-stars you could have with a guy that you want to promote as the face of the league. And you just
Yeah,
seen the season with
yeah,
the
but
Timberwolves, like their body language is off. Edwards has Chris. What did he say? My team is soft. I have one of the softest teams in the league. Like when the face of the franchise says
so
that,
So that
it's a
was
bad
great. That was
precedent.
great. That was great. But
Yeah.
but none of that shit meant anything because they took a poop in the Western Conference Finals against Dallas.
Mm,
So none of that meant anything. I agree. What Ant did was great before that. But you know what? A lot of people are going to forget about it because he
right.
didn't even get to the damn finals.
But,
So
but but
I
regardless
say
of that, you should still if you still marketing that guy as the next Jordan, there's no reason why he should have less television
that's true.
appearances next year. There's
That's true,
no
but
way.
I feel like you got to win championships because you know once you start winning those chips, that's when the bandwagon, even more bandwagons come on because everybody want to associate themselves with winning. So, with that being said, these young stars got to start winning
But
championships,
the
bro.
only the problem with that is, and this counts for KD, this counts for LeBron, and this counts for Steph too. It's rare to find young guys that is going to win championships by 23 or 22. It's very, very, very rare. Even Jordan didn't win it until he got into his late 20s.
That's true.
So for them to win a chip, it might take an Ant to be 26. It might take a Luca to be 28. It might take Tatum already got his. But it
right?
might take one of these young guys to start winning. Like Stray don't even got one yet. Zion
That's
don't
true.
got one yet.
That's what I'm
Like
saying. Every
it's
it's
gonna
like
be a while.
everybody. It's like all of them is just right there waiting in the wings for LeBron and Steph to get the fuck out of here and going about their business. And then it's a wide open league. Like it's
Right.
you know what I mean. It's anybody's game at that point because everybody's right there with it. You feel me? So like I said, if LeBron and Steph retire today, is really no clear person's league. Like I would have said Jokic a couple years ago, but after that a playoff performance last year. I mean, not his performance, but his team. Jesus, like
Man. You know what's crazy with Nikola Joker? He's probably one of the greatest stars in the league, but he gets like the least amount of coverage. You know why? Because Nikola's not about that. He loves his personal life. He loves riding his horses, being with family, partying. Like he's one of those guys where it's like, I know I'm a star, but I want nothing to do with the NBA media
right.
following me
He
around
don't want to be
24/7.
marketable. He ain't
Yeah,
trying to be
and that's the
Hollywood.
thing. That's the thing. NBA media, like, they're the reason why a lot of these stars don't want their personal lives brought into why they don't want to take that stand that LeBron and these other guys do. Because once you put yourself out there, they follow you like mice. Like you do one thing wrong, they're gonna criticize you and ask you about it every day of your life till you're
Or
no
they're gonna
longer in the
find
league
out about
anymore.
it. They're gonna find out
Yeah,
about it.
And you know
just
who really got done dirty during this whole debacle? Like even with Paulo doing what he was doing in Orlando, that kind of went away because the league was like, "Yo, Wemby's coming into the league next year." So that hype for Wemby next year kind of took away from the fact that Paulo was balling in Orlando. So
mm,
realistically, they wasn't even, and he was a number one pick. So they wasn't even giving him
Because
coverage.
Paulo because Paulo is lower on the food chain. They see Wimby as the next one of the next faces of the league before they see Paulo. So even though Paulo was balling, they're like, yeah, that's cool and all that. But did you just see the 7 foot phenom we just got, nigga?
And
Like
that is the problem. Because even though Wemby is an amazing talent, you still got to. It's still a balance. Like even when Kobe was in the league, you knew Braun was there, you knew KD was there, you knew all these players. Like yeah, LeBron was him, he the goat, but you still
right.
had KD,
You
you
got
still had Kobe, you still
you
had
gotta
stars that was being marketed.
listen, you got to do a better job. The NBA has to do a better job with putting the spotlight on the young stars in the NBA. I totally agree.
Right,
If you're, for instance, if you're not really in tune with basketball like us, and you ask some random person who just, hey man, what do you think about the Orlando Magic? They probably would be surprised the Orlando Magic are good right now. They probably don't even
right.
know. You know what I
Y-
mean? And that's sad because they got a lot of young talent, and they got a player like Banchero on their team that's not being promoted like that by the league.
you know, it's kind
Mind
of
you,
crazy.
he a 6'11" dude who plays like a guard, 250. Like, yeah, Wemby is 7'4", 7'5", doing all that, but what he doing is impressive at his height too. Like, it's insane how he moves like that, and for him to just not be on a level of being marketed just because he's in Orlando, like as a you gotta do a better job of promoting these stars because you don't know you can expose these kids. The biggest thing about the league that's fun is especially back then you have so many different stars at the Wazoo that you can watch on television. Like, oh, Wade is playing
First, they
tonight,
need to
Kobe
fix
playing
that bum
tonight.
ass NBA League Pass shit because that shit is a fluke. I
They
signed up
really
for it,
do.
right? I'm thinking I'm going to be able to get the Nets games. They're going to tell me, oh, you can't get it because it's not in your area. I'm like,
Yes,
well, what did I sign
Damn.
up
and
for in
that's
the
one of the
first place?
biggest right,
If
Right.
and
I
that's
can't
one of the
stream
biggest
it, why
issues.
am I signing up for it if I can't
I could have
stream it?
watched a Brooklyn game, and I don't live in Brooklyn. How that work?
Damn. So, but my thing is, if they call it a league pass, that's like false advertisement. They gotta call
Exactly,
that shit like
It
Breeze.
is. It
NBA,
is.
whatever games we want to show you pass. You know what I'm
It's a
saying?
waste of money, and that's why people is going on, them live streams and watching it themselves. They not paying
Facts.
for that.
That's why they pay. That's why people doing the illegal streams because the league pass the league pass
Not
is
me.
trash. You know,
Word.
like that product is trash. NBA. If anybody listening is trash, I need to do better. I need to make the games more readily available to stream, no matter where you at. Listen, I was born and raised in Brooklyn, but I live in Virginia. But I still want to see my Nets play. And if I
Right,
pay to see that, I should be able to do it without you telling me it's not streamed in my area. Like, what's the point?
right. It's stupid. There's no reason why a person, and I live in Brooklyn. I can't see a Nets game. What you mean is not in my area? I live in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
I can't watch my
that's even
own
extra
team.
dumb. That's extra dumb.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
bro, you're
outrage,
stupid, bro. It's
outrage.
dumb.
Seriously, like they should definitely cater to the fans. I mean, that's what a business is supposed to do. You know, for them to not to have Nets games is insulting.
Is it?
Basically,
And it's
trying to say our fan base don't matter, and that's not true. You know what I'm saying? We count. Nets fans
no,
matter.
but
Know
not
what I
only
mean?
We're
that,
the
Breeze. Can
fourth
I say this?
richest
I want to do this
franchise.
segue real quick, and it's even extra nasty with the Nets because if you look it up, the Nets got a lot of international fans, and
Right.
I've talked to Nets fans from Europe, bro. Believe it or not, like fans from like different countries, and they be wanting to catch the games and stuff, but they can't because NBA league is trash. The only way to get it is to stream it. You feel what I'm
Right.
saying? And they
Yeah.
can't. So
Not only that. To add to Joey's point and about the international players, if people see the product, if people see the team, they see the brand of basketball we playing. They can only do that if they got access to you know what I'm saying. These TV networks giving us airtime. You know what I'm saying? Like basically, how they supposed to see us and how you supposed to grow a fan base. You want the teams that's dominating and just continue to dominate. They said the net worth is like fourth in the league, like fifth in the league, and if that's the case, then we need to spend some of that money to promote these players more. Put more
Breeze.
marketing team around Cam Thomas. Put more of a marketing team around the players that you're trying to build around. And if there ain't no player that y'all certain on, do it around the coach. You see me? You see my thumbnails? The best thumbnail I made all season. I call him Jordi Fernandez. Got a nickname. Know what I'm saying Jordi the Challenger Fernandez. Know what I'm saying
that's a
because
fact.
you see the challenger next to him in the picture. You know what I mean? I work hard on that thumbnail. I'm trying to get better with them, but you know what
You
I'm
heard what
saying?
Jordy told him, and he's like,
What
"Listen,
is
I would use another challenge, but I don't want to waste one of my timeouts. But y'all wrong.
right?
Y'all lucky. Y'all
Facts.
lucky. I don't want to waste none of my
yeah,
timeouts."
Breezy,
yeah,
you
yeah.
know what they should do to make the NBA better? They should have more international games. I hate they always do these preseason international games, like they play in Dubai or China or something like that. Do it during regular season. Have these big international games be marketed around the world. Like that's a great way to get buzz back. Like it shouldn't just be like you play them once in a while. There's only two teams out of 29 teams they get to play one international a game a season. Should make it more for more teams. Like that's a good way to have your international base going up more because revenue shouldn't just be with the U.S. It should be international as well. The NBA should be making more inroads like that with other teams.
I
Not
think the
just.
Nets aren't they playing an international game with the Lakers next year
But
or
that's a
something like?
preseason. That's China preseason. I'm talking about
Oh,
regular
that
season. Like
it's
make them during the
preseason.
regular season
Okay.
games.
No,
Yeah,
but believe it or not, if you look it up, the Nets have a very, very strong international fan presence.
we do. We
Like they
do.
do. Like they even market to internationally. I read that too. So the NBA got to start making these games more accessible for fans all over the world. And
Mm,
that league pass just ain't doing that. So they need to fix that.
right.
But I'm gonna say this about what Scam said. I agree, Scam. Yeah, it's nobody dominating right now. That's my point. Nobody's dominating, and the players that were dominating are on their way out. I feel like, and no disrespect to Curry and LeBron, because they're still great, but I feel like they're not dominating the league like they used to. I feel like it's a lot of players, young players, up and coming players, some that we named today, that's closing that gap. But it's not a player yet that has dominated or surpass everybody else. So I feel like that's why it's like anybody's league right now, man. Like it's anybody's league. Nobody, I don't really got no clear favorite to win the championship this year. Do you, John?
I would say it's Boston's to lose again. Here's the thing about Boston. They're not having like a crazy season where like they're dominating every game, but they're winning a lot of games that are kind of being out of the spotlight, which is good for them because they have a stacked team right now. I think the only team that could really bring a fight to them would be either OKC or Dallas. I think Dallas, they added Clay, they had some solid pieces. You still got Kyrie and Luka. I think those are the two teams that can maybe give the Celtics a run for their money. Minnesota, I wanted to, but I just think Randall and Gobert are two of the worst co-stars you can put with Edwards, and he's already shown that they're a soft team in his eyes. So I look at OKC and Dallas as the two teams that can rival Memphis. you got to see if they can get to the playoffs and be healthy with Ja, because if they run with Ja, if he's not there, available and healthy, that thing goes downriver. And the Rockets, they're a wild card team. I don't know what they're going to do, but I heard De'Aaron Fox, if he asks out from the Kings, the Rockets are being listed as a team that might want to make a move for Fox. So if Fox does something crazy and requests a trade during this trade deadline, there's a team like the Rockets who could quickly change the balance of power in the West. So yeah, I think those are some teams that
Absolutely. I
to
mean, Houston is
Boston.
definitely on the come up. They definitely flipped the
Right.
switch. I agree with you on the Boston thing. I think Boston right now is in the driver's seat. I think they have a chance at becoming a dynasty. And this year and the next couple of years going to prove that. Like, if they repeat? Can they three-peat? Like, yeah, they got one, but have Jaylen Brown and Tatum really figured it out? You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
it's like, can they sustain it? You know what I mean? Can they have that Cavalier sustainment or that Golden State Warriors sustainment to where it's like, yeah, they're they're good, but they're going to continue to win because nobody in the league is fucking with them. You feel me?
Right, right. But I'll
So
also say the Cavs, man, you got to look out for them. I know the playoffs have been their Achilles weakness, but Mitchell, Garland, Mobley, especially Mobley and Jared Allen, those four have been in sync from the get. They're 24-4. If they could keep this momentum going, they could definitely make the Celtics journey a lot harder than it was last year because those guys just play on a different level, especially Mobley. This dude, man, I
he
don't know
took
if
a
he's got
jump.
like 40 pounds of muscle in his body this summer, but
Yeah.
he's got a jetpack or something attached to his back because he just had a crazy dunk tonight against Philly. Oh, Philly, my God.
Yeah,
But
man, he's been on a
yeah.
tear this year, man. He did gain some weight. He seems like he's more physical. He's always had good footwork as a good man,
Mm-hmm.
good feel around the rim. Mobley is definitely tough, and I think the Cavs are on they finally you know found their stride. The only thing is though, um, I want to see this Cavs team in the playoffs because that's when the Cavs usually seem to always look like pretenders. It's like you are who we
Yeah,
thought you were
I'm
because
not
they
going.
always get in the playoffs and either lose
Yeah,
in the first round, you know what I mean, or some shit like that. It's like they can't get past the first round.
yeah. Nah, I think Kenny Atkins is going to change all of that, man. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
But
we'll see. We'll see.
yeah, now we'll see. Shout, shout to Nets fans, we the best fans. Shout to John, yo. Shout to Joey BK for holding down the panel, man. Shout to Leaf. Shout to LM. Shout to everybody. You know what I'm saying that's Nets fans. Shout to Jack City. We seen you pull up. Really wasn't trying to hear that and just Knicks fan rhetoric tonight, man. Not all for loss. Hey, pull up on the win. You know what I mean, we could deal with it. You know what I mean, but shout to Jack City. I know him in real life, but wasn't trying to hear none of that Knicks fan rhetoric. Not right now, man. Not
Facts.
not right now. But again, man, yeah, shout to everything Brooklyn Nets, John. Shout to my guy
Appreciate it.
Joey BK, you know what I'm saying? Always with dope content. And again, man, we live we live to play another day, you know what I'm saying? The Brooklyn Nets will be back at it really soon. When are the next game? When is it? Is it because it's not Wednesday. We don't got no Christmas
It's
game,
Monday
that's for
against
sure.
Miami. It's Monday against
Okay,
Miami at 7:30.
Monday. All right, cool. So yeah, y'all know I'm gonna be back on Monday for sure. I might be back tomorrow. Busy doing a bunch of, you know what I'm saying, holiday stuff. You know what I mean. But that being said, all you guys enjoy your holidays. Have a merry holiday. Safety, of course, first and foremost. And man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. Hit the like, share, comment, subscribe button. Thank y'all, and have a good night. Peace.
Happy holidays, everyone.